headed towards major catastrophe. There's something major. I told you all before, I just said it a while back. I said something major is coming. And the judgment that is on the nation and the world, really, they are speeding up the judgment based upon the disrespect for the things of God. Are y'all there? Now, so Matthew 24:7 lets us know where we are. Come on, say, where are we? We are in the place where nation is rising against nation, and kingdom is rising against kingdoms. There shall be famines. There you go. That's the next step. There shall be famines. War always breeds famine. So famine, so I did a teaching about 4 years ago, I think, about emergency preparedness. And I was telling people there was things you need to do to prepare yourself for things to happen. The last days is about judgment. Now, that teaching for some people were like, oh, I don't want to hear that. But how many of y'all know the people in Texas could have used that teaching? Because had they been prepared, are you hearing what I'm saying? This is the chapter where Jesus said, I'm telling you all ahead of time. Yes, if you have to lay your life down, you're going to have to lay it down. But you ain't got to die because you ain't prepared to live. I'm not going to sit there looking at a tidal wave. If I know the wave is coming, well, it's going to get you anyway. Well, let it get me running. That's the way I used to think. Even in the world, I used to think was like, it's just always thought that, you know how people, say, you in a crowd of people and they shoot one and say, don't y'all move. Man, you might as well go on shoot me because I'm gonna be, you ain't got to tell me to move. One thing about us, we move. But for some reason, we sit there looking at the end of the book, telling us what's going to happen, and nobody's prepared. Nobody's even thinking about what they'll do. And this is the reason why they're making FEMA camps for folks who don't prepare. And they shipping them Texas cats to Walmart FEMA camps because they wasn't prepared. In Hurricane Katrina, nobody was prepared. The unprepared suffer. Y'all don't want it. And I'm not talking about just natural preparation either. We're going to have to be spiritually prepared because we're going to have to endure so our hearts don't fail for these things that's actually coming. Are you there? I do not believe everybody is just going to just fly up to heaven. I don't believe everybody is going to die right away. I believe there are going to be, even Revelation says, there are going to be people still here when the Son of Man coming. When he come in the cloud, there are going to be still people here who did not bow their knee and did not take the mark of the beast. So how did they stay here? They had to be prepared. Now the Bible says that if you endure to the end, you shall be saved. So the end of what? So I'm thinking about it must go mean that those that are thinking about surviving will survive. And those that have given up and have a mentality that somebody gonna rescue me are gonna find themselves scooped up by a system it's an Antichrist system. Come on, talk to me. All right, now. Y'all there? Say preparation. When nations rising against nation. All my Christian life, they told us just pray, and look up and just pray and hope. But don't prepare. Don't do anything. What do you do with your money in a system that is not failing? It has failed. Whenever you see billionaires like Warren Buffett and the Rothschilds selling off their American stock, getting out of the American dollar, they just did it. Billionaires are running from the money here. They know something's going to happen. I sit there and told y'all, I know y'all didn't want to hear me. The end of last year, I said when Trump get in office, they going to implode the system. I said they didn't implode it under Obama. They not going to crash the system under Obama, but they going to crash it under Trump. If Trump can't be controlled, they're going to crash the system. Who going to crash the system? The Jewish bankers that own the system. So now they're going to crash the system, and it's happening exactly like I was saying. And now we being lullabied because we think everything's just going to go on as it was before. We just need a new president. It may not be no more presidents. What you going to do with what you got now? What you going to do? Do you got something now? If something was to happen tomorrow and no more money was, all the banks closed, no more government, nothing, what would you do? I really believe pastors have done people a disservice by not teaching them that you have to, listen, if he that endures to the end shall be saved, then you're going to have to survive the end time. Say survive. And if I have to lay my life down, if I get caught up, and they take me, well, that's one thing. But what happens if I don't? Do I just go somewhere and lay down and die? The temptation to take the mark of the beast are going to be those who didn't prepare anything. It's going to be very hard not to take the mark of the beast. The Bible says you're going to have to take it in order to buy and sell. It's going to be very hard not to take the mark of the beast when your child is starving. And you know, all you got to do is take this mark, get your DNA altered, which is a whole nother story, and they will feed you. Come on, talk to me. See, this is, I feel like we're running towards a war that we have not been prepared for. Say prepared. So you need to be doing something now.